Georgia has really talented defensive side, right? They've always been talented. The big thing here is, what team is going to come to play on the offensive side? Can Ole Miss, with losing the Lane Kiffin thing, that's going to be the big talk still. They proved last week against Tulane that, hey, we beat them by the same exact score. Our offense looked just fine. Like, our main play caller's here. So we're fine. We've got all the players. We got our play callers. Our game plan is going to be the same. What tweaks do they make to that first game? How are they going to make that game different to where they can continue to score but not get blown out in the fourth quarter if they get to that point, right? They got to score early. They got to stretch the fields, and they have to avoid long third downs for Ole Miss to get past this game. Georgia, if they're able to slow this game down and take that tempo away from them, turn it more to the run game, do what Georgia likes to do to some of these teams, who knows what that turns out into. If that becomes the case, I don't think Ole Miss has the defense to stand up and say, hey, you're not going to run the ball on us. You're not going to get past us. Man, I really like Chambliss. I like Kwan Lacey. I like what Ole Miss has been able to do. But for me, I have Georgia winning the national championship, and I'm going to continue to ride with that. I have no idea what the score is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be high. It's in a dome. We don't have to worry about weather. The crowd's going to be split down the middle as far as like who's there. I mean, New Orleans is closer to Mississippi than it is Georgia. Both those fan bases are going to travel really well, especially for this game. So it's going to be loud for both sides. They're going to have all day to drink, so they're going to be rowdy. New Year's Day, primetime game. I still think that Georgia's going to keep this one a little further than what it was the first time. I'd be okay if Ole Miss won. I think I'd be a little happy, actually. But give me Georgia here 38-21 in this one.
38-21. I like it.
Yep.
When I think about this Georgia team, I always look at it not as a football game, but like a boxing match almost.
Mm-hmm.
And when you looked at that first matchup, you talked about Georgia just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then took them out into the deep waters and then hit them with a knockout blow in the fourth. And they did the same thing with Tennessee. They tend to do this with these high-powered offenses. They let them get off, a couple of punches early, and then they just grind you down until you have nothing left and you can't stand, and then they pound you. So I think I see this one being a similar result. I think Ole Miss is going to have to start fast. That's going to be a big important thing for them. If you get the ball first, make sure you score a touchdown. You can't settle for field goals in this one. I think that's one thing, is that any opportunity you get, you're going to have to take advantage of if you're Ole Miss. But I think the X factor for me is we talked about it, it's going to come down to coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And I trust Kirby Smart a lot more than I trust Peter Golding. And there's no offense to Mr. Golding. We don't
You don't
really
throw that hard R on there, man. It's just Pete.
Peter.
You just stay that hard R away.
I think I don't know. Georgia's just a very dominant team, and they've gotten on a hot streak that they haven't come off. If you look at the last time we saw them play, they routed a Alabama team that we weren't expecting to get routed. So I think since the last time these two teams played, Georgia's done nothing but improve and continue to beat very good teams. And Ole Miss kind of rode off into the sunset playing bad teams. Georgia still had a heck of a schedule to finish out the year.
Yep.
So if you talk about who's played tougher competition and still had the same results, I think that's Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Georgia winning this one, and I'm kind of on the same track as you. I don't think it's going to be nearly as close as that first matchup was. I think this is going to be like a 42-21 game.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate too. I do, like I said, I like Ole Miss this year. I like the product that they put on the ground. Yeah, Chambliss has been fun to watch. Quan Lacey's been fun to watch. Hopefully they wear their powder blues and all that kind of stuff. Those are cool jerseys. Somebody said that Lane took the swag with him to LSU, so they
Dang.
may not. I don't know. Maybe it is Peter's fault. Can't believe you're throwing that hard R around there. It's Pete, man. Just
Ole
straight
Miss
Pete.
needs to come out in those navy blue old school rock'em sock'em running rebels, you know?
Yep. They just need to come out and, yeah. They got to score often. They got to score early and often, right? Because it's going to take a lot to take down this Georgia team.